Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mindful Makeup Collective. I'm Fira, and today I'm going to take you through my low buy project for 2025, why I'm getting into it, the rules that I've set for myself, the shopping list that I have in mind with the rules that I have in mind, and spoiler alert, I've already filled out half of those slots. But more importantly, how I'm planning on sticking to my low buy without feeling deprived. Whether you're considering a low buy or a no buy, and oh my gosh, if you're doing a no buy, kudos to you. I'll be sharing some practical strategies that can help you resist the urge to impulse shop, resist beauty FOMO, and just to really appreciate what you already have in your collection. So let's get into it. So first things first, why a low buy and not a no buy? Well, I love makeup. I won't ever stop purchasing makeup or being interested in the beauty community. This allows me to participate while still controlling my consumption. Going to Sephora is like my Disneyland. Everything is shiny, everything is expensive, and everything makes me happy. But I know I don't need it all, so I'm limiting myself to 12 makeup products this year. This keeps me mindful and intentional while still allowing myself to enjoy the process of discovering new makeup. My low buy rules and exceptions. My 12 product limit applies to makeup that I want to play with but don't necessarily need. Now, exceptions to my 12 product list: skincare, body care, and hair care products. I already have a solid routine and I don't overconsume in these areas. Perfume, I have a couple of samples and two full-size products that are almost empty. Next, freebies, gifts with purchase. If my friends decide to give me makeup products, I'm not gonna say no. That's just rude. I'll accept it with gratitude and glee. Brushes and sponges, I don't hoard them and I do need to occasionally replace them. Replacements for finished products. If I complete a product and I need to replace it, that's not going to be part of my 12 product list. And I think that's only going to happen with my mascara. I tend to finish them up fairly quickly. Maybe I'll also replace my Laneige lip sleeping mask once that's over. I've already bought replacements for my Lisa Eldridge skin tint, which I finished up this year, and a backup for my Dior eyeliner, which is almost over. So that's it. How I've controlled myself and stuck to my low buy. Now let's get into some self-control strategies. Number one, I have removed all of my payment details from Apple Pay, Google Pay, Sephora. If I have to manually enter my credit card details before I purchase something, that's just an extra step that helps me sit back and think, do I really need it? And that has really helped. And not having to input your credit card details, which takes, I don't know, like a minute, 2 minutes or so, it takes away those moments where you can actually think about it and pause and wonder, do I really need this? Avoid online shopping and shop in store when possible. Shopping online just makes it easier to pick the wrong shade. If you saw my last YouTube video on my makeup inventory, you would see that none of the foundations I own and none of the concealers I own are actually a great shade match for me. If I had just gone to the store, I would have found one great foundation and one great concealer that worked well for me instead of going through the heartache that I'm currently going through. So go to the store and swatch it. And we've seen this even with makeup palettes, right? We've seen promos and videos that make it look like this is the palette of our dreams, this is everything that we want. only for it to disappoint us once we see it in person. So, when possible, go to the store and purchase it. Just going to reapply my lip balm because I've been yapping so much. I took so many videos before this only to realize that I wasn't recording. So if I seem tired, it's because I am. It's really frustrating because I've been filming for hours only to realize that it wasn't recording in the first instance. So bear with me. Okay, bringing out the coffee. Another thing that I do, and I'm sure a lot of us do this as well, have a fake shopping cart just for fun. I like to add the products in, take it out, and sometimes I'll just write it down in a wish list. I'm into journaling. I love journaling. I have a lot of journals, and one of the things I do like to do is sort of write down my product wish list of the items I have in it, dream about it, and more often than not, forget about it. And I'm sure this has happened to you as well. How many times have we added something into our shopping cart only to forget about it eventually? To have that sort of newness sparkle lose its shine. So just adding it to my shopping cart for fun and forgetting about it has worked for me. Never buy without researching first. Now, I never buy a makeup product without waiting for my favorite beauty YouTubers to get their thoughts on it, see the swatches on it. Because really, what exactly am I getting out of being the first person to buy that product? I'm not a beauty YouTuber whose job it is to review new products. So why do I need to be the first person to win at the fastest finger first challenge to get that product when I could just wait for a sale? So I always wait for swatches, I always wait for reviews before I even think about purchasing something. And look, if you're someone who likes to buy a particular product the moment they hit the shelves, that's absolutely fine. You do you. But ask yourself these questions before you hit the purchase button. Another thing I have done is to reframe my mindset. I don't say I can't buy this. Instead, I say I choose not to buy this right now. I choose to put this money towards a saving, or I choose to put this money towards an experience that I know I'll cherish for life. And this has really helped me to bring in a more abundant mindset when it comes to makeup, because I don't feel, well, I was going to say I don't feel deprived when it comes to makeup, because in no shape or form am I deprived out of makeup. And I'm sure if you're watching this, you feel the same way too. But by just changing the words, right? By saying that I choose, and I am actively choosing to put my money elsewhere, hence this whole video. But by using those words, by saying that I choose, I am putting myself in a power position where I know that I am very much in control of my finances, and I can choose to use that to where I see fit. Okay, now for the fun part. So I have a 12 product limit this year, and I have already filled out 8 slots of my 12 product limit. Yes, we haven't even finished Q1 and I am already halfway through my low buy list, but here is the difference. I considered each and every purchase thoroughly before buying. I watched multiple reviews. I looked at multiple swatches. I thought long and hard before pulling the trigger. And because of that, I loved every single purchase that I made. I genuinely think I wouldn't have appreciated them as much if I was just buying mindlessly. So the first thing I bought this year were the Dior monocouleurs. I have them in 3 colors. 2 of them are in the metallic finish and 1 of them is in satin. This is in the shade Beige Mitzah. This is in the shade Lucky Clover. It's a beautiful dark green. And this one, oh my god, this one is my favorite. This is the Redwood Tartan in metallic. Honestly, when I was at the Dior showroom, because I don't buy anything online now, I go and swatch in stores, I actually went in to try out 2 other colors that I had in mind. I think they were called Poncho and Rose Tulle, and I wanted to swatch them because I wanted to buy, well, both. But when I swatched them at the store, they weren't as vibrant as I'd seen them online. And for some reason, in the midst of all of that swatching, I just kept coming back to the Redwood Tartan. And I was just mesmerized. And I thought, you know what? Dior's the expert here. If they decide to bring out a red eyeshadow as a single, not even as part of a quad, they must know something that I don't. So I bought this and oh my god, this is actually my favorite from the bunch now, and I try to find any excuse to wear this. It is just a beautiful deep red that looks good on my eye color. Love it. Okay, if the sun is starting to hit me in the eye, just ignore that. I've tried changing positions multiple times, but I can't seem to get away from that. So number 4 on my low buy list is this Chanel quad. It's the only Chanel eyeshadow that I have. It's in the shade 226. Tisse Rivoli. Tisse Rivoli. I can't speak French, so just stick with the number. It's 226. And it's this beautiful shade of light purples is what I would call it, along with a hint of creamy white, but it's got a hint of purple in it. And I never used to wear purple until I came across the Lisa Eldridge Myth eyeshadow palette, and I love that palette. It's a palette that has wearable purples. I never thought I was a purple eyeshadow wearer, but after that I love purple, and I loved it so much that number 6 on my low buy list actually goes to her latest palette. This is the Betty palette. It's got shades of purple, of blue, well, not blue, sorry, brown. I actually have this shade on my lids right now. It's the Talk to the Paw, and I love it. It's obviously the quintessential spring palette, though I do wear a lot of dark blues and dark greens as well, but I guess this is the traditional spring palette. And this, along with Redwood Tartan, these two fight for my eyelid space really. I can't stop wearing either of these two. Now the 6th, 7th and 8th place go to a brand that I have been obsessing over for the longest time. They didn't ship to where I was until recently, and I came across a 15% off coupon code, so I had to have them. This is from Violette FR, and oh my god, I am in love. I love her product so much. I have the Bisou Balm lipstick in Betise, and this has a powdery finish to your lips, and it's called a balm, but it's not hydrating. So I always make sure to hydrate my lips before using this, but This is a beautiful color and it suits me very well. Now these two, oh my god, these are the Yeux paints. I have them in Café, Serré and Marron Glacé. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. They stay on your eyelids for a long time. They don't smudge, and these two browns are just exceedingly beautiful, especially if you've got brown eyes or black eyes like mine. They just bring out the color of your eyes and they are so gorgeous. I am so in love with these three products that I am very tempted to allot one more slot to her brand, but I am going to pull myself together. I'm going to control myself and wait and see. I also got this completely unnecessary piece from her website, but I love it. I needed a portable vanity mirror, and this is the one from her website. It's beautiful. It comes in this gorgeous cobalt blue velvet packaging, or suede packaging actually. And if I can get it out, oh, here you go. It's this beautiful mirror. Yes, I've got smudges all over it, and you can also use it as a mixing palette, which I mean, I'm not going to do that ever. And I love that it's golden. I love that it's not a traditional mirror, and the whole philosophy behind this is that she doesn't want you to see what you think are your imperfections. This is supposed to help you look at what you want to enhance rather than looking for things to hide or conceal or to blur. And I love the philosophy behind that, and I love this. This is going to be a keepsake for me for sure. So that's how I've been keeping my low buy fun, realistic, and I was going to say successful, but I think we'll wait for the end of the year before I can add that tag. I love all of the 8 products that I bought so far. I enjoy them immensely. I can't wait to use them again, in fact, and I don't think I would be having as much fun with them if I had been buying endlessly. So if you're also on a low buy or a no buy, So if you're also on a low buy or a no buy, do let me know in the comments below. What are the rules that you've set yourself up for? Do you have any strategies that work for you? So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more mindful makeup content. And just thank you for hanging out with me today and for having the patience to watch the sun slowly set against the backdrop of my face. So thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.